Hello and welcome to WPAT Radio. We are live to 30 million homes in the New York area, and we are also live on YouTube. That's right. You can see us video, so please join us there, and you can see us on. And you can go to our Facebook page, and you can see the Zoom link there. We're going to give you the link to the YouTube. I'm very happy we have a returning guest. We were with him, I would say, about a year and a half ago. Lael Alexander, about sure with your whole entourage in New York, it was a lot of fun. But Lael Alexander is the Chief Executive Officer of Noitavonne. I can never pronounce that correctly. Sorry.
Yes.
How do you pronounce
Noitavonne.
it? Noitavonne. Thank you. A nice Italian name. He's a 7-time Consumer Electronics Show CES winner, global technologist, founder of the first Black-owned electronic manufacturer, which, by the way, he manufactures in the United States and in China. He's going to give us how big his facility is in the United States. He's the CFO of that company, and it's based in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and headquarters on 5 acres, which is called the Black Wall Street in. It's in Oklahoma, the Black Wall Street. One of the streets are probably black, right, Lael? That's true. And, yes, and he's discovered the original Wi-Fi and loop connectivity protocol. Pretty technical stuff. All that stuff is over my head. But I know that you have a bunch of stuff you want to talk about, Lael. I'd like to introduce you. Please welcome Lael Alexander.
Well, hello. Good to see you again. Happy to be a part of this theater. I'm hoping that we can bring some awesome content to all your viewers and listeners. I just want to go ahead and point out some things. You know, Black Wall Street is not a slight. Last year was recognized as a commemoration for what was deemed the Tulsa Race Riot or Massacre that occurred in this very city where it was once an affluent group of Black entrepreneurs that created a city that was during that day unparalleled, right? So the Black Wall Street economy and ecosystem was totally destroyed and dismayed. I felt that it was probably it was part of my motivation and part of my responsibility because of our capacity as a manufacturer to literally reseed the flame that once burned right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So I chose Oklahoma to be my place for reestablishing our manufacturing here in the United States. As you know, I've been manufacturing in China for almost 13 years. Noitavonne is a Consumer Electronics Award winner. But we're very well known across the globe for doing a number of things in the energy sector, in the medical sector. But of course, most Americans that follow and track the consumer electronics world would know us as one of the world's largest phone designers and phone makers.
Thank you. Yes. I appreciate that. I have myself on mute there. Thanks for having us back. We enjoyed you last time. And I know you're doing a lot of really interesting things. You introduced this new website. It's called
Silo Cloud.
Silo Cloud. Sounds like a band, the Silo Cloud Band. I like that. But it's more than just a website. I'm going to tell you what I think it is, but then you're going to kind of take control. You're going to show the audience what it is, but it's a website. It's a social media platform sharing. It's a video housing and production facility. It is the sharing of live videos that you can share to all of your platforms, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, at the same time, or you can schedule it. You can share. You can save on the server a bunch of videos and content and share them as you like. You can schedule them as you like. So it's the marriage of a bunch of different technologies together, which includes the video, the website, the social media, the scheduling, the live broadcasting, all together in one. Packages start at just $30 a month. So Lael, I think that's my understanding what we're talking about. I'm going to let you explain it in a way. Please dumb it down for people like me.
Not a problem. I mean, I appreciate you telling the what. I would like, before sharing any more of that, I like to kind of give the audience the why, right? As a technologist, we tend to see certain things happen in regards to trends. And right now, the most recent trend that has been established over the past 5 years, and especially since the pandemic, was the need for individuals to take upon themselves the opportunity to become a social network influencer, right? People have had 18 months of understanding who they were again, right? 18 months of reestablishing yourself, realizing that some of the things that you're really passionate about and really good at are things that you should probably share with others, because if you do it well enough, you can actually monetize your own skill sets. So the influencer market has been really coming on strong alongside the cryptocurrency market. And these are two markets that are running parallel. And it kind of reminds you of the .com era, when everyone was really understanding .com, but they were using the internet and they were like, okay, I have an email account. Does that mean I'm participating in the .com world? Well, that's what they're looking at when you hear the term Web3 or metaverse today. Influencers that are using Instagram and TikTok and all of these other platforms are understanding that they have a tremendous followership. They have a user base. They have an audience that want to hear them, and they can't.
Not only that, Lael, what's happening is that the traditional way of monetizing yourself as a influencer or as a person of interest has been, you go through the media and you wait online, you pay.
And that's my point.
Yeah,
that's my point. They never had the tools. They never had the tools to actually take control of their fan base or their audience. So we saw that as a major void in the market. And Silo Cloud answers that calling. You know, if a typical influencer were to have their Instagrams and all of the other things you know about social network marketing platforms, if they had those tools, for them to go ahead and cultivate a revenue stream on those tools, you now have to go to subscription model services.
Yes.
And a lot of these subscription model services are very cost prohibitive for a standalone influencer.
Well, there's
Not everyone can stand up a Wowzer server. Not everyone can stand up these major platforms or want to actually pay the load share cost of distributing these things on multiple platforms.
And Lael, what it is that you have to buy 5 or 6 different platforms. You got to buy Restream, you got to buy this, you got to buy that. And by the time you're done trying to get them to work together, it's a nightmare.
It absolutely is. So what we did, being that we came to the mobile ecosystem in 2009. A lot of your viewers probably don't know I'm the inventor of a technology that you guys use every day. It's called Miracast. And the beginning of screen sharing technology started with my introduction of that technology. Some would say that the very nature of how we're streaming this particular podcast right now has the roots of my technology at its origin, right? Because it was all about transferring data across the stream, right? So knowing that we had that background, we took a lot of the components of all of these different service platforms and migrated it into one portal that operates on a Web3 basis, enabling users to have tremendous power and capacity at the point of their mouse click. And they can do this on any terminal. So it doesn't matter if you're an iPhone user or a Windows user or an Android user, or even, for God's sakes, a Linux user, which is my favorite users.
Well, about Mac and also Mac. You work with Mac? Okay.
Yeah. So it's device agnostics, operation system agnostic, and it's delivered over a web portal. So any browser, you can just simply log in. And if you gave me the ability to share my screen, I can give you a spin.
I think you have. Go ahead and try it. Let me see if we can go with it. There you go. So we're on this website called Silo Cloud, SILO Cloud, which is everything that we were talking about: video, sharing, social media. Go ahead, Lael, take it from here.
No problem. So I just logged on to Silo, and as you can see, this is not like your typical website, right?
It's nice. I like it.
It comes on board like an operating system because it is. It's a cloud-based operating system. So this background screen right here, users can actually make their own customary background changes. I'm just going to change this.
Nice. Very nice.
So going into the platform, if you're any type of entrepreneur, whether you have a small business or an influence-based business, you're going to require some cloud storage. And what Silo does is basically provide you cloud storage and enterprise functions at a price point that really shatters all of its competitors. I'm right now going to pay with tokens to actually get additional cloud storage. And tokens is our cryptocurrency that's used on Silo, but you can actually do that with any form of payment. And right now, it just gave me an added 25 gigs of storage on my cloud. Now can you host my website here? Can I build and host my website here? And that's why I wanted to show you this. This is giving you enterprise level dedicated server capacity. It's not like your iCloud storage or your email storage on Google. This is actually giving you the server capacity to do some pretty amazing things. And I'll share those things with you. First of all, your file storage is quite simple. The thing is, you can actually share 10 gig files through Silo.
10 gig. Wow, I can't do that in email, that's for sure.
No, you can't even send a 225 megabyte email without having a subscription service, right?
That's true.
And imagine opening up your Google Cloud and wanting to play a video. See, there's no buffering because of the way Silo Cloud is built. There's literally no buffering at all. I'm going to go through some of the apps so that people can understand.
Before you go to that, show me where a website is hosted. Show me that if you don't mind.
That's what I'm going to. That's what
okay,
I'm
good. Thank you.
I got you. I know exactly how to share with you and your fan base. 1 second. So these are the applications that just come with your Silo Cloud subscription, right? So Silo Web Hosting means that you literally don't have to go to a GoDaddy or a HostGator or any of these other platforms to do any of your website hosting or creation.
Wait, let me be clear. I can reserve a URL on your site?
Absolutely, you can. Absolutely.
Wow. So I can reserve a URL, because I'll tell you right now, we use GoDaddy and it's a nightmare. It's just a nightmare.
Well,
now, can you take existing websites and move it to your platform, or does it have to rewrite? It has to be rewritten.
Well, you can, but I think after you see how simple it is for us to go ahead and create a site, I'm going to create this next site in about 30 seconds, right? And I'm going to show your users how, I don't care how far removed you were from coding, we built a system that allows you to code pretty quickly. So here it goes. We gave you an outline that gave you your fundamental steps. Every website needs a header, so let's drag one in. Every website needs an intro, so let's drag that in. Sites need features, so we'll put in the features. You might want to put some content here, so let's just go ahead and drag some content down. And I'll just drag a couple of forms of content. You have pop-ups, you have titles. Let's go ahead and put this title bar in. And you might want to go ahead and put your team. We have 3 members here. You might have 5 members of your team, so let's go ahead and drag that in. put some social spaces in here. Boom. And if you're selling something, you might want to go ahead and put your pricing and a footer.
Do you have, can I put a store on here?
Absolutely, you can, but give me a second because I don't want to
Okay.
confuse your customer, please.
I'm rushing you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. And I mean, you rushed me, but I'm actually completed, right? So I've actually built that website just that fast.
Wow.
And
I love it.
if I wanted to change any of the content, I can simply click on the content and change it. So cutting edge now, right? And save that. And if I want to change this detail, I just click on that detail. I gave you an icon library, so you don't even need a graphic designer, right? And if you wanted to change the element color, you can just simply change that element color. Let's go with that color right there. Bam. Anything that you want to change, you can change there. Right?
Now, people are always saying, and I don't know if it's true, and I hope you can help me with the answer. They keep on saying, well, you need to get WordPress. It's the best for SEO. How would you address that question?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because as you were building your site, Silo did something pretty unique. These elements that we have here are actually the source code of each page that we've just drag and dropped, right?
Right.
Silo does a pretty unique job of building a bot that will aggregate all of the data from the rich text data that you put in.
Yes.
And then we optimize all of that metadata and keyword. So all you have to do is literally type in your Google Analytics ID, and we do all your search engine optimization on your behalf. That's the power of the Silo Cloud working in the back end. And then if you wanted to send this off to another developer to kind of spruce it up a little bit more, you have the ability to download the whole site, package it, and send it to that person. But because we're already on Silo, I'm just going to press save, and then we're going to launch this, and I can name it today because I'm hosting it on my server. I'm sorry, I better name it something else. You already used that site name before. I'm sorry.
So in other words, you are performing a similar function that Yoast does. Yoast interfaces with the website, and
it's already launched. It's live. No FTP server, no nothing else. You didn't have to do anything else but click on host. And what's even more interesting about the way the platform manages it for you, all of the websites that you built on Silo, you can then go back and manage it from your Silo dashboard. So if you wanted to redirect, change names, any of those features, you have all of your sites that you manage. You can download them, change them, redirect the domain hosting. Or because we built that so effortlessly, I can just simply delete it because it didn't take much time. And if you wanted a domain name, you just simply go to Silo Domains.
I love it.
And search for your domain.
Is there a charge just to establish an account? Can you establish an account?
Yeah, it's actually free. So Silo is operating in its beta right now. So all users that log on to silocloud.com right now absolutely get all of their services for free for the next 30 days. And then you can start bringing on services as you need them on a tiered basis. But we really want people to be enabled with this level of power so that they can take control of the things that they do on the World Wide Web.
Now, Lael, I want you to explain this to me in two different ways. Number one, I'm John Doe. I have one Twitter account. I'm trying to build it. I have a really cheap website. And then I want you to take it to the person who's more of an influencer. So explain how John Doe beginner would benefit from this Silo Cloud.
Well, so picture a lot of the functions, like I just showed you, the web hosting, Silo QR code. A lot of people use QR codes by scanning it, but a lot of people don't have a tool to create the QR code for them, right? So here is a tool that will generate QR codes for you based on subject matters or whatever it is that you suggest, right? There's also tools that allow you to manage your social ecosystem. So if you're just a a Joe Blow, as you call them, right?
John Doe.
Yeah.
Or Jane Doe, either way.
Yeah. One of the things that we share with individuals is the way to simply put all of your messaging in one portal. Like I'll just put in a hey message here. I'll upload a photo. And now that that is uploaded, I can share that. And what's interesting about this is I can share this on Silo, but I can also share this on the rest of the World Wide Web. So Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Telegram, all of these different social networks get the push.
Okay.
I don't have to log into all of these different networks anymore. I can just concentrate all of my content, all of the things that I want to influence in this one portal.
Well, that's very beneficial. It's very important today. And also the scheduling is very important. Instead of you being every day typing, sending out messages, it allows you to schedule them. I didn't see the TikTok on there yet.
Well, yeah, well, we have that as well. So the ability to upload your quick videos, upload voice recordings. You can even sell products on Silo directly in your timeline. And that's something that none of the other social networks allow you to do. Wow. You know, if you actually had a fan base, right, and you needed to monetize that fan base, we actually gave you the controls to charge others advertising fees to market directly to your page. So now you're getting paid for the ads instead of the other way around. And these campaigns are driven by you. So I have.
Oh, I love that. I love that. That's important. Because as you know, the Google, the Facebook, the Twitter campaigns are ridiculously expensive. And most people don't get the bang for the buck. They're generated to help the big companies, the big people.
Yeah, and I'm not about that. I'm all about the person themselves. It's all about taking back control of your data and really taking control of your audience as well. I mean, and does any of these other platforms offer you a crypto wallet? Silo is one of those companies that saw that was a major benefit for any influencer to have the wallet right there on standby. So if I wanted to add funds, I can simply add funds from my PayPal account, my credit card. I can add it from cryptocurrency, or I can do a bank transfer to my account, or I can send money to individuals directly from my Silo account. So I don't even need to do any of these Cash App features anymore. So in this case, I'm gonna send some money to Joseph. He's a part of my list. So I send credits to Joseph, and the money is sent successfully, $1, right? I mean, there's so many different features here, and I want to take the time to show you how we actually see our data and how.
Before you go, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Okay, I'm new. I'm starting. You know, I'll give you an example. My Twitter account, I've got 7,000 followers. It's small. Okay, I want to increase my followers. Is there anything within your technology that helps me gain more followers?
Well, there is. I mean, one is our point of aggregation. So because you're on Silo and because others are on Silo, you are connected to one person that has a number of contacts in their phones as well. So you're getting a bigger audience the natural way. It's almost like word of mouth advertising, right? So let me kind of give you an example. I'm going to go into our community. And inside of the community section, we break down things that people will post on all of their feeds. So this would be what others have posted on Instagram or what have you.
And there's our friend Eric. I see Eric, our friend.
There you go. Yeah. So
Say hi. Say hi to him for us.
Yeah, I'll click on Eric's deal. Now, I can see Eric's web references. He hasn't posted any. I can.
By the way, he's a former NBA player. I think he was in the NBA for 10 years, right? I think that's,
Yes.
He was very successful. Go ahead.
Yes. So you can follow these guys, and because they have followers or subscribers, you get the benefit of getting viewed by their contacts.
I got it. So let me explain it to everybody. I've got a YouTube, you got a YouTube, you've got a Facebook account, and you share, and you can get followers back on there. However, the more people that jump on the Silo Cloud, that's also a community. You can share on the Silo Cloud community. It's kind of an insular group of people that are really on the cutting edge. So they're more likely to want to follow content, I would guess, in the Silo Cloud than just a regular Twitter account, because it's almost like a group that you're a member of, a team. So that's another way that you can build your audience.
Yeah, it's actually people that you know. So a number of these social network platforms, you don't know 10% of your followers.
10%, that's high.
Yeah, and 10% is super high for guys that's in the 100 or the 10,000 class, right? We just received a spike in our Instagram. We're now at 17,000 followers, but we've only launched Silo 20 days ago, so that's actually pretty good at this point, and we're pretty excited about what's to come. I mean, I know you guys have been tracking us for a while, and for the most part, everyone has always seen us as a company that builds products. And I think that Silo shows people our diversity and our range of thought. And they're starting, we're more solutions based. When you think about some of the other powers that have controlled social networks and social media over the years, you saw how that level of control literally slighted economies of scale. It slighted our communities. And it's because we no longer had control over those media frameworks, right?
Right.
To shut someone else off by one person that's supposed to be a citizen of the country imposes more power than that of the office of the presidency. And is that fair, right? Whether you like it or not, I believe that everyone should have the same ability to have the same powerful megaphone.
Well, you're bringing up a touchy subject. At least I want to touch on it because it's been in the news so much. And I know this is something you don't have control over, but the whole cancel culture, you say one wrong thing, we're in a different world. We don't have freedom of speech in this country anymore. But I would imagine you have just the same risk of being canceled on the Silo Cloud Twitter account than anything. Is that correct?
No, actually you don't, because Silo Cloud is your personal silo. Silo is built on a decentralized framework. Silo is built on a blockchain. So individuals that have their own Silo Cloud literally control their message. And individuals that don't want to see that message, the person that owns the Silo Cloud account can actually cancel them, or that person will choose not to see that content, right? Because it's not just all out in front of you. It's very selective.
Well, let me be clear. They cannot cancel your Silo Cloud account, but they can block or shut off.
You can block it. Yeah, you can block it because you can control. Listen, it's no different than digital world should be a lot like the physical tactile world that we live in. If I don't want to see negative entertainment, I just don't go to that negative entertainment.
Right.
So that's the way the web should be as well. I mean, this should be a self-governing property. Your morals should probably guide you. Common sense should probably guide you, but most people use common sense like they would a spare tire, not their steering wheel, right? So I'm hoping that Silo Cloud gives the freedom of choice and the freedom to exploit the content that influencers feel are necessary improvement sectors of our society.
So let me, I know I mentioned in the beginning, we talked about, I guess we could stop sharing this because we were just sharing different icons.
No. What I'm showing you right now is actually something that it's a treat for your viewers because everyone talks about metaverse, but this is actually a working metaverse that actually allows users to actually, let me create a room. I just want to show you this because this is kind of neat. So I'm going to create a room right here. And I'm going to start that room. And as an avatar, I'm going to be able to walk around in this space.
Wait, what space is this? Is this just a space you created, or I'm a little confused?
So this is that's why I told you. I mean, this is Silo Cloud, man. Silo Cloud is bringing all of these worlds together. This is I can actually go inside of this Best Buy. Hang on. I can go inside of this Best Buy and actually shop in 3D.
Are you really shopping now?
Yeah, so the SKUs that's inside of this Best Buy, it will be the SKUs that Best Buy provides for shoppers. And when you select a product, it pops up on the screen in 3D. And then you can see all the specs. You can twirl the object around. And then when you select buy, it processes directly to Best Buy and then ships to your home in a physical space. I mean,
I love it.
Man, listen, Silo is a totally different experience. That's why we couldn't possibly show the users all the fundamental things that Silo can offer them. I mean, whether you're an influencer, whether you're a musician, there's a part in Silo that will enhance things that any artist could actually use in their day-to-day.
Oh, you got to help me. I just wrote a musical. You got to help me promote it.
Well, look, if you ever thought about doing your album, right, or your musical as an NFT, even does that. So let's just say we're going to go ahead and upload our album or a song. When we do that, we set the price and it automatically creates an NFT and presents it in a market space that individuals can buy and download.
And Lael, when we're done, I want to talk to you offline about NFTs and some of the work we're doing. But we'll talk about that offline. All right.
Not a problem. Not a problem. So once you have your content there and it's out there for everyone to purchase, now you control the statistics of the song plays, the downloads, your sale. You track everything about your property, whether it's music, video, a TV program. Silo literally has Silo TV that allows you to go ahead and upload TV series and sell subscription for those TV series.
You're kidding me.
I know I'm not. I'm telling you, we couldn't possibly cover all the things that Silo does.
So if I did like a simple Android video and did a movie, I could load it up here, or would have
you can load it up here and have it ready for distribution in 2 hours or less.
Wow.
Not only that, I mean, listen, I just kind of scanned over the applications. Imagine every person that has their Silo account, you are a business. You are a non-fungible token. You are an NFT already. There's no other you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Silo is giving you the digital property to actually run your business from your CRM. That's your customer retention management. That software is built into Silo. to your HRM. That's how you manage your employees, your attendance, leave, and payroll. To your ERP, that's how you manage your.
What ERP? Explain what ERP is.
It's enterprise resource management. So I'm going to go to my ERP, log into this real quick. And you see how fluid it is. So I can actually determine my employees, my warehouse managers, my sales orders. I can add new sales orders, my inventory, see what my available products are, check on those SKUs. Of course, we were selling masks at the time.
I remember that.
Yep.
How'd you do with that?
Oh, we did pretty good. I ended up donating most of the inventory that we made.
Everybody and their sister was selling masks.
Yeah.
You go down the street corner, I got a mask.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I didn't really get into it for the monetization of it. I mean, I'm not an ambulance chaser, right? We're
God bless you.
Company,
God bless you.
so I try not to be a profiteer on somebody else's misery. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But this is our CRM, customer retention management. It helps especially young businesses understand their man hours that they've deployed to a certain project, manage their milestones, their tasks, timesheets of their employees, invoicing, everything. So it's all built into your Silo account. So you don't.
Let me go to the next issue. Okay, I'm an artist. I create some art. I want to make that art an NFT. Can you help me?
Absolutely. So Silo, I'm not going to show that part of the platform yet because that's a release that's happening in the next 10 days.
As we speak.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
everybody, you get the most recent information on the CFC channel. Join us, please, and you get something no one else can.
No, it's gonna be pretty amazing. I mean, we've done some things that literally answer the call or ring the bell for most of the things that individuals need from the web. And notice there's no advertising. We're not beating you over the head with a lot of what we call the nuisances of the internet.
Wait. Come on. You're going to put clickbait here left and right. Every time you do something, there's going to, come on now. Now there's going to be clickbait everywhere here.
No,
right?
we killed it. I mean, Silo is like a VPN. It's a virtual private network, right? So clickbait can't even get in.
Oh my God. You can't do anything.
Hacking.
You can't do anything on the internet. I don't even want to go on the internet anymore because there's so much fake news. You don't know what the real news is. And three-quarters of the news is advertisement of crazy things that you click on something. It's not what they told you it was,
Exactly.
I mean, a diamond ring, and next thing you know, you're buying a car. How did I get to this? It's
and the whole internet is going that way, and that's what we're trying to avoid, man.
So I'm progressing here. So I know I'm pushing you, Lael, but I'm
no, you're good.
I want to go. Can you help me manage my news? I want to select my news. I don't want to go through all the craziness. Is there a way to
coming right up
customize my personal viewing on the internet?
You can absolutely do that right now.
But there's nothing that I can't do with this. Every time I ask you a question, bingo, you show me. It's amazing.
Man, I told you we spent a lot of time harnessing. I mean, Silo Cloud has been in development for 5 years. Now we've started doing beta releases 6 months ago. We just launched it fully to the American market 20 days ago. So Silo I think we answer the call for a number of individuals, whether you're in entertainment, if you're a small business, if you're a medium-sized business and need an enterprise storage solution, if you just need a workflow management solution, or if you're like us and you're really fond of the media, the biggest part of the platform is something that we haven't showed yet. So do that now.
What's the biggest part?
So we call it Stream Deck.
Stream Deck. And by the way, everybody, we're on silocloud.com, SILO cloud.com. More robust than you can possibly imagine. That does almost everything. Makes your coffee in the morning. Go ahead.
So imagine you want to do a channel, and right now we're on a YouTube live, and it's respectable, right? But it's still a VOD if it's not live, right?
Meaning what? Explain what you mean. So video on demand. Video
on demand is just a bank of videos that people can sort through and see when they want to. So it's like your Netflix content distribution network.
No, it's not. In other words, it's adult. I just want to be clear. Is it something children, or is it adult entertainment? Where does it fall? Or is it anywhere on the spectrum?
So it's all over the spectrum, because we give you the ability to create your own channel, the real channel, 24-hour network, right? Mm-hmm. Let me show you how we do that. Say, for instance, I'm on my Stream Deck right now, and I'm looking at all of my existing content. So in this screen area right here is a preview. So I can see whatever I have in my existing. By just clicking this plus button, it goes down to my feed sequence. So I click on this again, and it's showing what's in here. I push the plus button, and it's in my sequence. So now I'm just
wait. What does it mean? It's in my sequence. You got to.
I'm about to share with you. Okay. Here it goes. So I'm just going to add a number of videos down into this little sequencer right here, right? Just going to add a number of videos down here, and I'll explain to you what we're doing there.
Okay, interesting.
So just like you would typically see your regular television program, and you pull up the menu and it shows you an EPG guide of what's coming on next. Mm-hmm. That's a sequence of programming that's going to be aired in time slots. Mm-hmm. Right now, I can schedule that at 3 o'clock. I'm just going to schedule this for 3 o'clock since we're already there, right? So at 3 o'clock today, all of these videos are going to play. And right now I have 6 hours of video content, 6 hours and 24 minutes. And this is the preview, and this is already running, right? So I can actually add other content from my cloud storage.
Where is it being published? Where is it on?
That's what I'm about to show you. So you can't jump too far ahead. So I'm gonna push these down here. So now I have 6 hours and 24 minutes, and some of these things are commercials, because this is my TV channel, right? So I want to make this a commercial. I just add the Scuddy marker. Boom. This is a commercial as well. So I'm gonna add a Scuddy marker to this. And Scuddy marker.
What's a Scuddy marker?
Scuddy markers are how the networks understand what is an advertisement and what is the
content
program.
Okay.
All right. So as you can see, now that I've labeled these, it's broken up the content on my stream right here into these swim lanes: commercials, infomercials, and the program content. And this would be the bar that's to the left of that programming. And
got it. I understand. I'm familiar with video editing. I can see the screen.
Yep. And you can blow this up if you need to see it bigger, or you can turn on the audio. So now we're going to just push one button now that I have 6 hours of programming done. And voila, it actually pushes that to all of the social networks at one time.
So wait, this video would be going on for 6 hours on Facebook just because you pushed that button right there?
Yes.
Amazing.
At the time slot that you designated. Now I press go live. And now it's transcoded for Roku distribution on every Android and iOS.
So wait a second. So I can watch my own video on Roku?
On Roku, on Android, on iOS, on a computer, on everywhere.
But any other site, I hate to ask, but things like Netflix, Hulu, things like that.
This competes with them because you're you are a Netflix if you have a Silo Stream Deck.
So it's your channel, basically.
It's your absolute channel.
Absolute channel. Okay, I like that. I'm going to call that my absolute channel.
Absolutely. So no, I scheduled this to start at 3 o'clock. So as you can see, it's no content there until 3 o'clock.
Well, the key is you already have the videos. You've got the content already there.
So in the industry, we call this live from tape.
Live from tape. Okay.
Yeah. But
go to videotape, as Warner Wolf used to say. Was that him?
That's it. That's it. I'll show you something else that you can do when you don't want to just go live from tape, though. So let me reuse this stream. And let's say we wanted to, so I'm reusing this content to do a rerun of all of this, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to add a live M3U8. So I can actually take your M3U8 stream right now and plug it in to this sequencer. Or I can take live video footage. So allow me to turn my camera off here. And then I'm going to turn my camera on here. And now I'm going to record live.
Hey.
All right, guys, this is our test. We're doing a major broadcast test. In any case.
Yeah, I don't see me. Where am I? Just joking. You're not coming through. No sound. You went mute. We can't hear you.
No, it's okay.
Okay, we hear you now. Good. You went mute for a second.
Yeah, because I was using the microphone on the stream.
Oh, I see.
So now this is what I just recorded live, and I can shuffle that all the way up to the top. And now I can press broadcast, and that stream is going to be available now.
Well, this is almost too much to take in, to be honest with you. Let me ask you a question now. In the beginning, at the very top of the show, I introduced you. I said basically programs start at as low as $30 a month. What is the top end of the
top end? The top end is $149. You can have everything that you can do on Silo for $149.
That's very cheap. Now, people.
Yeah, I mean,
so that you understand how inexpensive that is, because what you have here is a scheduler, you have a website, you have a video archive, you have file sharing, you have the ability to have your own TV show and broadcast. You have your own network of people that you can connect to, all on the iCloud. $149, $150 a month is extremely reasonable. You got to mute me on the other side, Lael. I'm coming through twice.
No, it's I'm off of it. Okay.
Okay. So what we're talking about is you start at $30 a month, which is some people a lot, but if you're an influencer, it could really help move you faster to do a whole bunch of different things. So I think that's really interesting to do that.
I want to share one more thing with them, because a lot of our influencers are now experiencing fan base coming from foreign countries, right? So imagine now when you have people from, let's say, India.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can actually chat back and forth with your friends because you don't have to change your dialect at all. I can still type in English. All right. So the minute I press this, auto translate.
Wow.
And I can do that in any language. So I can go to Chinese quickly. I can go to Russian if I needed to.
Now, I know you speak Italian. You told me that. I remember that.
Yeah, just.
My parents are born in Italy. I don't even speak Italian.
Oh man, we French is French is what I spoke until I was 5. Spanish and Italian came a little bit later on, but right now my Chinese is probably about 40% of the time because I work Asian.
Are you fluent in Chinese?
Wajida.
Wow.
So no, this tool is very important because I actually needed it for all of the different relationships that I have across the seas, and especially when I need to send them a large file. You know, I can actually literally send them a 5 gig file right through this portal.
That's great.
I don't have to worry about anything, right? I can also have my guy.
But let me ask you a question. Let's say I got a friend, I got to send him a 5 gig file, but he's not a member of yours.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because Silo's giving him a link to go ahead and deal with. I can't take.
My next question: can I sign up for Silo just to look at it and not be a paid person, or do I only have 30 days I have to pay?
No, so most of the tools that I share with you, you're going to actually get for free. So when you first sign up for Silo, we give you about 500 MB of free storage. That's almost a gig of free storage. We give you access to all of the tools, so you can try all of the tools. And until you reach that peak point of data, you're free. And for many users, that's probably you're gonna probably be free for almost 60 days before you even get a paid note. And those paid notes sometimes can literally range between $5 and $15. So it's still comparable. Right now, if you try to do just dedicated streaming on any other network, get a budget ready for about $1,300 a month.
Yep.
You already know, right? Because you have a dedicated streaming server, the hosting provider, the domain service provider, and now you're probably going to have to build a middleware solution like one of these stream middleware companies to go ahead and tie all those things together, and that takes time and resources that Silo dismembers.
So what I want to do, I want to stop the screen share now, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
We have about 5 minutes left. Just bear with me. I would like you, and I've been unable to admit other people because you were sharing. I'm going to admit them, but I want to spend the last 4.5 minutes now on review of what it is, because we've covered so much. Anthony and King Melvin, I apologize, but Lael was sharing. I couldn't invite you in. We've got 4 minutes. I'm going to turn it over to Daryl. But at this particular point, Lael, could you please give us a 4-minute review of Silo Cloud, SILO cloud.com.
Silo Cloud is an edge-based operating system built for the influencers, built to protect every user in America from all of the bigs, all big data. We have now built a force field around you and your data, right? Silo is built to enhance your ability to be able to monitor that data. And today we're starting with your media, your multimedia streams. In upcoming months, really focus on taking things like your health records and all the personal assets and artifacts that need to be digitized in the form of an NFT, all stored on your Silo platform so that you can make use of it and monetize it. So this is really an empowerment platform. And we don't call it a website because it's not. This is Web3. This is your tool to compete in this dual layer economy that we call.
I want to welcome Anthony James and King Melvin. They're in the studio in New York City. You were with us there when, actually, I think it was just when COVID broke out.
Yes.
To think of it. So that was 2 years ago, 2020, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen, gentlemen, I'm sorry I couldn't let you in, but he was sharing the screen. But I don't know if you were listening or not, but do either one of you have any questions for Mr. Alexander or over the next 2 minutes we have?
No, we just got in, so we didn't get a chance to hear the conversation.
My apologies, both.
No, that's all right.
Go ahead, Lael, continue.
Don't really need that.
Well, listen, I guess we can end it on the note of
Turn the volume down. Sorry about that. I just got some feedback.
not a
ahead.
problem. We can end on
Thank
a
you.
note of just a personal message to the individuals that have understood that there's certain things that have happened over the past 3 years that have made people feel that people took advantage of their personal space on the internet. Google didn't ask your permission to get all your pictures and put them in a query. No one asked you permission to get your location and publish that in real time either. And the overreach for big companies to take advantage of the things that you do, the things that you read, and the communications that you have.
What you're talking about, Lael, is once you sign up to Facebook, once you sign up to Google, you are being used. You are the customer. They are selling the data of where you
All
are,
your data.
what you've done, where you've been, who you voted for, and what they have found, which is scary, is with unbelievable accuracy, they can tell what you're going to do next. So they'll send you a link to a watch. If you're looking up watches, all of a sudden you buy a watch. If I was Googling for guitar lessons, I'm getting 30,000 things on guitar lessons nonstop, but people buy this stuff. Go ahead.
So
Len.
this is what Shiloh gives you control back over. You don't have to, you can shield yourself away from all of those crawls on the web. And that's what we built. And I'm very, the guys didn't have an opportunity to see the screen share, but I'm sure that we'll have another conversation probably off air.
Yes, we're gonna go. I cut you short because we're gonna go at 4 o'clock. I want to thank you, Lael Alexander. Please go to Silo, SILO cloud.com and look at that. Watch us on YouTube. And thank you very much. I'm gonna stop the